sold banana, I sold everything you can think of. And, you know, I had to engage in gambling, table tennis, snooker, all sort of things just to gather some more money. And I eventually passed my GCE and I enrolled JAMB. In all this process, my mom made up her mind that my elder sister will not get married, a young girl, that she would do everything possible to see her through school. Now, mind you, they were separated. My dad and my mom were separated. So my mom took my sister's education as a priority. Saw my elder sister through school, and after she was done with her diploma, she came to Benin City. And as at that time, there was nothing like GSM. So my mom was worried and was like, who will go and see her to be sure she's fine? So I was the person that volunteered to come to Benin City just to see whether she's fine. Then I will go back to give words to my mom that she's okay. So they gave me some money for transportation. I took a nylon bag, put it on my armpit, off I go to Benin. Before I left Auchi, where we were, I had written JAM, I had passed my GCE, and of course, I came to town, saw my sister, and I said, wow, sis, this place looks busy. Can I get a job? That was how I got a job as a factory worker with Big Joe Pure Water. Now, I worked there for a while and like 3 months, and they told me my name was out in Auchi Polytechnic, and I said, there's no need, no money. But my dad got to hear and said I should come. He gave me my first school fees, ND1 accounting, 1,500 naira. I said, take. I was happy, started running my program, no money for handouts, nothing. When I was done with ND1, I met my dad. I said, Daddy, it's time, another school fees, final year. He said he does not have. I thought he was joking until when I realized that my school fees will not be paid. I discussed this with everybody in the family, 50 naira here, 200 naira here, 150 here, and I was able to pay my second year school fees, and I graduated. I never bought a handout. Now, while I was in the house after graduation, somebody came and said, would you like to work in the bank? I said, yes, yes. And immediately I came to Benin City again and wrote my IT exam with GT Bank. That was the first bank I worked. So I did my IT, my 1 year IT with GT Bank. And from there, I switched over to Shenik and all that and all that. And before you knew it, I'd spent 17 years working in the bank. I'd like you to know that the sufferings of the present time, as it is said, cannot be compared to the glory that is always ahead. This is what my life was like. Young guy, hawking, selling. You know, that's why when I see children selling and hawking today, I just shake my head because it brings the memory back, like what happened to us. But guess what? This was me when I was in Big Joe Pure Water. I remember when I had a slice of my finger by this machine. My finger today is not, one of them is not okay because the machine sliced it. Okay. And then from there, I landed myself, like I said, in the bank, did my 1 year IT with GT Bank, you know, worked with amazing people. You can see one of them, Uti Wanchuku of Big Brother Africa. You know, it's my friend. We worked together, we did our IT together. And of course, this was when I was in Sky Bank, now Polaris Bank, Sky Bank. And, you know, as a banker, I remember clearly how on a Sunday morning, I have never in my banking days completed a full Sunday service. Is either I start the service, I leave at the middle, or before the service starts, I am out. Because you get a call to say, your ATM machines are down, attend to them now. And most times, I'm out of town on relief duties, either in Warri, in Auchi, in Agenebode, you know, just traveling to go do relief assignment for 1 month. And at the end of my weekend ATM runnings, I'm paid 2,000 naira. 2K weekend allowance. I call it weekend allowance. And you know, this continued for a while. I didn't know what to do until I decided that I was going to leave the country. or I get an oil company job. So I decided to apply for as many oil companies as I could. And one called me for an interview. After the interview, the 5 guys, they were impressed. They said, "Oh, congratulations, you'll be in our finance team." So I was so excited. So you hear from us. Until some months, I was wondering, why were these guys not calling me? So I collected the guy's number I met there in the office who worked there. I tried to relate with him. He said, do you mean you have not been called? Because those guys you were interviewed together had already resumed. That was the point where he started asking me questions. He said in his word, "Who is pushing it for you?" I said, "I didn't know anybody. I just applied." He said, "Wow, for you to even get a call, it means that God was on your side. But my brother, it's unfortunate that your your position has been replaced. That here you must know somebody that knows somebody before you can get a job." That was the point where I made up my mind I was going to leave Nigeria. I was going to Japa. And guess what? I started this Japa journey, Japa plans, and I applied every year after my marriage. I applied every year for 6 years. It's going to either be America or Canada. I applied for 6 good years, and every year I was denied. I was denied visa for 6 years. And in the process of me applying for visa, I had to become a travel agent. And the people I applied for, their visa will be successful and mine will be denied. That was where I knew that there was war. I was at this point in my life where I didn't know what else to do. I applied to move to other banks as usual. Unfortunately, there was embargo on recruitment in the banking industry. That was the point where I said, well, let me just stay here and watch my life go the way it's going. Okay, so 2019 precisely, my younger brother just died, and after his burial, the people who came for condolence visit, one of the guys, a relative, I was in my room. He sent me a recommendation message, and immediately I sent for him to come. He was in my sitting room. I said, "What's this?" He was laughing. He said he saw a business and he was asked to recommend some people, so he decided to recommend me. My response was, "I hope they will give me money." So he laughed. He didn't know what to say. So I thought, okay, no problems. After some days, I got a call referring to my recommendation by the guy. And that day was a bad time for them to call me because there's this visa I applied, the last visa I applied for. I used this agent who told me it was a slot I was going to get. And they said the visa was out. I was going to pick it when the call came. So once the guy called me, I rejected the call when he was talking about me coming to the office to attend a business meeting. Then I got to the office, collected my package, opened this package, and I saw I was denied visa again. Of course, I was now used to being denied, so I was going back to my branch. I called the driver, "Let's go." It was on the way where I was thinking, what next? I remembered somebody had called me on my way to pick up the visa. So I called this guy. Now I was humble. I said, "Bros," I called him bros. "Sorry, when we were talking, network was bad. So what were you saying?" He said, "Yes, I was recommended by Joseph. I was to attend the business meeting, blah, blah, blah." Spoke all the grammar. I said, "Book me for tomorrow." Now that day, I attended the meeting. I will never forget, August 2019. I saw a possibility of what my life can be like, comparing it to the banking job I was doing. Instantly, I couldn't wait. I remember then the person closing, Dr. John, he was talking too much for me. He should calm down. I tapped him. I said, "I need to go back to the bank." It was almost 4 p.m. when the customers would close. They were already calling me. I said, "I am in. Please, what do I do? I need to go." He said, "Please, wait, wait." When he did the mastermind session, I was the first to raise up my hand, and I paid immediately for the highest package that day, 15 accounts. When I left, I was told that I should come for IPO and all that. I attended my IPO and QSG. Immediately, the vision became clear. And guys, look at your sincerely, in the various banks I worked. And, in this business, I started becoming successful, qualified for my first Philippine trip, Zanzibar trip, Dubai trip. This was when we were about to travel, for many things. I just need to show you all this for you to know that it's possible. It doesn't really matter, where you are, where you're coming from. These are things that became possible. I had fun. I had an amazing time, during this trip. My mom said she was always angry because she thought as a banker, I could collect money, any kind of money I needed in the bank because I was a staff to do what I needed to do. But he said she needed a house. I was not responding. But through the Diamond Project, I was able to put this together for my mom. She has moved into this house. Okay, she's moved into this house today. She moved in December last last year, where we all spent Christmas. From this same business. Okay, from this same business today, I'm a Millionaire Circle member, global stage. Okay, these are the awards, and today. Last year, October, I was celebrated as top 10 Star Nation, and this was me amongst eagles celebrated as millionaires. Okay, the most interesting and exciting thing in the business is the people it will help you reach. This is one of my mentees. This year he will be 83. This year he will be 83. Most of you know him, who today has built an amazing team. In fact, to let you know that he has the biggest team in my business today, doing amazingly well, despite his age. Despite his age. Now, if I have achieved anything great in the business, this will be one of the things I will count. So today, what kept me in the game? I was hungry. I was actually hungry for success. I was tired of, the status quo, the banking industry. Okay, I was ready to be coachable. These are the two things that before I said you need: become hungry, become coachable. Now, I became a leader. I became a leader. I became a leader. Now, today, I'm going to be taking us on leadership essentials. This is my training. I'm going to be taking you on leadership essentials. Okay, leadership essentials. Now, who is a leader? Who is a leader? Very simple. Who is a leader? If you have a better definition of who a leader is, I'd like you to type it on the comment section. Who is a leader? Who is a leader? Who is a leader? Now, someone who leads others. That's when you say who is a leader leads. Yeah, someone that leads people. That's a leader. But in our business, a leader is an influencer. A leader is an influencer. And who is an influencer? Influencers are independent people. People that are consistent. They solve problems. They have big vision and they create actions. Influencers are independent people. They are consistent. So, in other words, leaders are influencers. They are independent. They are consistent. They solve problems. They have a big vision and they create activity or actions. Now, Eric Correa said that we have 4 ways leaders are categorized based on what they do. One, they have culture. Every leader have a culture. If you are a leader, what is the culture of your team? Now, this is Star Nation. You know the culture of Star Nation. You know the culture of Star Nation. Culture of number one, culture of leading. Star Nation is the leading G8 group, a leader in C2 FG. It's no news. It's like follow come. Okay, that's the culture of speed. Okay, culture of raising millionaires, star connectors, culture of setting the pace in C2 FG. So as a leader, you must have culture, vision, game plan, and systems. I'd like you to know that the world today is looking for leaders. This is one of the things that are short in supply, leaders. We have too many people that are complaining, they are not leading. Anytime Dr. Mba writes, I just carefully read what he writes on. When somebody is trying to correct someone, I'll be like, this matter. He says, what did the person do? Why did the person not take up responsibility? Everything is point towards leadership. So, are you a leader? Are you a leader? If you just take a screenshot of this slide and look at it, am I an influencer? Do I solve problems or I'm creating the problems? Do I have a vision big enough that will help me gather 20 persons in this business? There are some people in this business for 2, 3, 4 years, they still have two persons in attendance for sale meeting. Some are still having 5 after 2, 3, 4 years in this business. They don't create activities, they don't create action, they are not consistent, they are not independent, they don't solve problems. Let's run. So, why do people get frustrated in network marketing? Why do people get frustrated in network marketing? Big question. Why do you think that they are frustrated? If you know why you think they are frustrated, type it on the comment section as we flow along. Number one, very little or no residual income. They don't make money. They don't make money. This is even very little or no residual income. They don't make money. So that's why they get frustrated. Number 2 reason, attrition. Downlines leaving or quitting from their business. This is inevitable. It will happen, but the quantity, the number that is always happening, the way it's happening, it's a function of something, leadership. Attrition. They will leave your business, they will quit, they will get frustrated because people are treating their team. Next, downlines stroke teammate management. Poor management, still pointing to the same thing, lack of leadership. Even in my business, there's something I noticed recently, a leg, leadership. And I'm doing something immediately about it. You will know if you pay attention, you will know. The guy is not seeing anybody to talk to. He's told this guy is his leader, and he's not getting anybody that, set him straight. People signing to the team, nobody's following them up, nobody's reminding them that it's sell meeting time. Poor management. They get frustrated and they feel nothing is happening here. Next, too much effort or little or no results. Putting so much effort, calling, booking lots of people, and at the end of the day, no show. No show. They'll be like, oh God, I booked 1,000 and only 5 show up. Too much effort with little or no results. These are the things that leads to frustration. Next, product issues. No product, back orders, many issues with product, scanty parts, delayed sending product. I said, the product has not come. They said, what? I said, what is the matter? So you have to become a leader. I said, what's the matter? Don't you know this is an opportunity? Tell the person that this Ultra H2 bottle, the sales is so much that we are always running out of stock. That should let you know that the product is being sold back to back. I said, what you should use as a close down. Because you are not a leader, it became a problem. You created the problem from it. Product issues, pressure from upline, stroke downline expectations. These are things that make people get frustrated in MLM. Okay, so what people do when they get frustrated? What do they do when they get frustrated? What do they do? Number one, they go inactive. So before anybody quit your business, first of all, you need to realize that at the stage where they are inactive, you would have been able to do something. They first go inactive. They don't just quit, they go inactive. You notice they are no longer showing up as they used to. You notice that they no longer attend meetings. You notice that they no longer do activities. Now, next, they quit after being inactive. If it's not addressed at the point where they are inactive, find out what the problem is, solve it, they will quit. The next thing, they start blaming people. They start blame game. That's one of the things I learned early in life, because I know that every adult is responsible for their decision. Stop blaming people. Oh, it's because of my leader. That's the reason why I'm not succeeding. It's because of the downline. I would recommend the book at the end of this session for you. But when I was reading this book, your first year, How to Build Network Marketing Leaders, I saw a scenario where, somebody said it's because of the cry of a baby. That's why he did not do what he's supposed to do. You put the success of your life on the excuse that because a baby was crying, that's why you did not achieve what you're supposed to achieve. The next thing they do, they start criticizing and bad-mouthing. There are two people who quit our business. One that quits quietly and they just leave. They quit and they just leave. No problems. They are okay. I like those set of people who quit quietly because they know they can't do the business. They know they don't have the energy for the business. They just quit. But there's this set of people that quit. And when they quit, they start bad-mouthing. They start casting us. They start talking against the business. You know what the president said about them? He prayed a prayer for them. So it's not your fight. The fight has already been fought. Now, what people do when they get frustrated in MLM, they become rebel. They become rebel. This one is God that handles them. The spirit of rebellion. Next, they turn to wolves in sheep clothing. They turn to wolves in sheep clothing. Guys, I promise you, you will get frustrated. There were times I felt frustrated. There were times. So if you are feeling like that right now, nothing is wrong with you. It's normal. It's normal. If you pay attention to this training, you will know exactly what to do. Okay, so don't think something is wrong with you. So how do I solve all these frustrations in MLM? Number one, only two keys. Only two keys. Number one, become a leader. Become what? A leader. Become what? A leader. Joshua, let's come. Become a leader. Sorry, guys, I need to correct something. Okay? I need to correct something now. Just give me a second. Just hold on, please. I don't know why my laptop went off. I don't know. It's strange. Yeah. Okay, sorry, guys. Let me quickly check what happened to my laptop. I'll get back to you. Hold on, please.
All right, so let's hold on a bit for the King Ken. Let's hold on a bit. All right, so if you've been getting value so far, type leadership on the comment section. If you've been getting value so far, type leadership on the comment section. I believe you all can hear me. If you've been getting value so far from this training, type leadership on the comment section. All right, type leadership on the comment section. All right, so let's hold on for the Kinken. Yes, I can see our responses. Well done, well done, well done. It shows we've been paying attention. All right, okay, well done, well done, well done, well done, well done, well done, well done. I believe we all are with our writing materials because this is one training that we need. This is an important training, okay, in our business. This is a very, very important training. So I believe we all are with our writing material because you're not just learning for yourself alone. You're learning for your teammates and you're learning for your teammates that are yet on board. All right. So please, let's make sure we pay attention. Don't get distracted. All right. So let's wait for the Kinken. Let's wait for him. Let's hold on a bit. He's going to connect back shortly. He's going to connect back shortly. So let's wait for him. Let's wait for him. All right. So, okay. So please do let us know once your device is connected. Okay.
So I will please.
All right. All right. Great. All right. So we all know what's happening right now. We know what's happening right now, right? In Star Nation. We know what's happening in Star Nation. We know what's happening in Star Nation. But our mastermind, before I even talk about what's happening in Star Nation, I mean, it's no news that the 90 Days Challenge is happening, right? But I need us to know that we have a very, 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 very long holiday. We have a very, 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 very long holiday happening very soon. And some of us, some smart persons, okay, I'm sure some smart person has started booking home launches. Some smart persons has rented halls to run big events and all of that. So let's please take advantage. Let's take advantage. It's going to be on the I think Friday to Monday. That's 18th of April. You know, the Easter celebration is coming on. So please let's kindly take notes and let's start planning towards it. Let's start planning towards that period because it's going to be a long holiday. Let's start booking that one-on-one. Let's start setting home launches. All right, let's start setting home launches. Let's start doing church launches. Let's start planning, you know, let's just plan big events because it's going to be a whole long weekend and there are lots of persons that are going to be free that period. So let's take massive advantage of that period, okay? From Friday, I think that's 18th, Friday to Monday. So you see, we have Friday, we have Saturday, Sunday, and we have Monday. So let's take massive advantage. Let's take massive advantage. So if you got that, let's type got it on the comment section. If you got that, let's type got it on the comment section. That 4 days alone, I'm sure that period we can connect as much as, in fact, 20 persons, 30 persons, 50 persons, just that period. So let's start planning towards it. So it's going to be massive, okay? Let's start planning towards it. All right, so I can see us type got it. I can see us type got it. Great. For some persons, in fact, if you're in the 90 days challenge, you know that someone has actually crossed 20.
Sophie, please
You know
come
that
back.
someone
Thank
has
you.
crossed 20.
Sophie,
All
please.
right. Okay, you're welcome, sir. You're welcome, sir.
Make my device co-host, please. Mimshak. Make Mimshak co-host, please.
On it, sir.
Thank you. I apologize, please. I apologize for that. It was some challenge with my extension box. Sorry about that. I'm really very sorry. I'm back. Fully back. So if you've been learning something today, I'd like someone to type, what have you learned so far? What have you learned?
Sir, you can proceed.
What did you learn so far from what I have been sharing with you? What have you been learning? What have you been learning? Are your teammates in the meeting? What have you been learning? Very important. Very, very important. What have you been learning? Okay, so we were talking about how do I solve all these problems, those frustrations. It is normal Okay, it is normal. In first year, your first year in network marketing, he said that you must be ready to suffer loss of self-esteem, temporal, from ignorant people. So this is not your fight, it's a normal thing. Feeling frustrated is normal. In fact, I can ask you, if I can ask my leader, have you been feeling frustrated? If you say yes, I say congratulations, welcome to the game. It is normal. So how do you solve the problem? Number one, he said become a leader. Become a leader. This is the only business that I know that if you want to make big money, you need to be a leader. Period. There's no, you see, when I joined this business, as I was trying to observe what was going on, I was observing, just observing from the background. I was still working in the bank, and I realized that some people are taking the responsibility. They are the ones doing everything, they are the ones setting up, they are the ones providing the facility for the meeting. I was just admiring them, watching them. So I knew where the money was coming from. The money comes from leadership. The money comes from where you make up your mind to take up responsibilities. So become a leader. Only two key. The next one is build leaders. Period. Become a leader and build leaders. Now let's take stock. Period. Let's take stock. Who is Dr. Elijah Mba? Who is Dr. Elijah Mba? Who? Dr. Elijah Mba is someone that have uncountable number of leaders, period. Do you know how many leaders Dr. Mba have? Do you know? Are you one of them? Can Dr. Mba depend on you? No, think about it. Just start counting. For those of you that is very clear to, do you know the number? See, don't want to become a Dr. Mba when you do not know where his strength lies. His strength lies in the number of leaders he has built. His strength lies in the fact that he became a leader and he built leaders. Dr. Mba will say, raise men, raise men, raise men. If you look at life itself, every successful people do you know today are people that raise men. Name any successful person in life today. They are people that have loyal persons around them that they raised, that they built. Starting with Jesus Christ, he had disciples. He had disciples, 12. Those are his G8 leaders. Think about it. If you don't understand the fact that before you can build leaders, you need to become a leader, you are sitting on a long thing. Just these two. If you're looking for secrets, this is the secret. Become a leader, build leaders. If this is the only thing that you know today, go and figure out how you do it. It's worth enough assignment for you for the rest of the year. Become a leader, build leaders. Period. This is where the money is. This is where the money is. I was sitting and I was just imagining you have 10 leaders in this business, 10 who are dogged and rugged. They are somewhere in different states running the business without giving you issues. The only thing you hear is praise reports. They are only sending codes, giving you testimonies. You are financially free. So become a leader, build leaders. Next, how do I become a leader? How do I become a leader? How? Follow me. Look for opportunities and take responsibilities. Look for opportunities and take responsibilities. Let me tell you something. See, this morning I was called that I will take this training. Honestly, maybe I'll discuss with the person later. Honestly, it wasn't my turn. There was a challenge. I got the call. I was still sleeping. But I said, Deacon Ken, you are a leader. You will do it. I got to the office 6:20 a.m. I sat down on my desk. I started figuring it out. My wife said, what happened? I said, duty call. I said, I got a call to take the training for today. He said, okay, will you not eat? I said, no need. It's late. This is an opportunity. Sometimes it comes like a problem. It comes like a challenge. You might not be able to recognize them if you are not going to raise your awareness. They come like a problem. If as this happened today, I was looking for who to call to say, okay, share testimony. I called somebody. He said he's ready and was discussing. I said, okay, don't worry. Just calm down. Let me take the testimony. The person is already entering into leadership. Look for you are to look for them. They may not come. Look for them. Take responsibilities. Now, what I'm saying is not going to be easy, but this is how you become a leader. Leaders are people that you can depend on. You can depend on leaders. That's why I told you the world have few leaders. There are few leaders in the world. Few leaders. In other words, if you are ready to step up, that's Dr. Mbah's words. You see him saying, who is ready to step up? And I just know immediately he's looking for leaders in that category. Who is ready to step up? Who is ready to step up? If I ask you, if you are 10, I say, who is ready? Who will be ready to? Can everybody there be ready to step up? Or instead of them to see an opportunity, they are seeing a problem. Next, switch position from the people creating the problems to the people solving the problems. If you are a leader, you are already an influencer. It does mean that you are one of the people solving problems, not creating problems. Leaders are influencers. So you are switching from those persons that are solving the problems from the people creating the problem. Next, think less about yourself and think more about your team. This is what will drive you to want to have your office. This is what will drive you to make sure you follow the system and follow the structure. It's not about you. It's not about you. In the industrial economy, it's about you. That's one of the things the president said in one of the blueprints. He said industrializing the connected economy, because there are things we do in the industrial economy that if you do in the connected economy, you will blow. The cultures, the things that are being done in the industrial economy, when you show up late, the president told us about how he showed up late in the bank and he got queried, and the next thing he found himself in DC, and he came back and swore that he will never go late again. Was it his fault that he rained? No, sir. But it rained anyhow. The culture is that you must resume at so time. He went late, so he faced DC. It's not about you. It's not about you. You must engage in personal development. You must engage in personal development. You must study. The Bible says, study to show yourself approved unto God. A workman that needed not be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth. You must study. Study so that you will not be empty. Some people want to blow, but they don't want to grow through personal development. You don't blow in our business. You grow. You have to grow. If you grow, you stay there. But if you blow, you burst. Very simple. When you blow, you burst. All the people that have blown, they will burst. It's scriptural. Ill-gotten wealth, corner wealth, suddenly will develop wings and they'll fly away. Because you blew there, you didn't grow there. If you grow there, you will stay there. And the only way you can grow there is through personal development. The way to become a leader is not a cheap way, because if it becomes cheap, it will not be sustained. What is most important is sustainability. I get them before, not be property. I used to be a rich man. That's not what we want for you in network marketing. We want you to become a person of value. That's why I said the people you will meet, the person you will become, the places you will go to is part of the package. Next, why do I need to build leaders? Why? Why is this important? Why do I need to build leaders? Number one, so as to key into the vision. What is our vision? To raise 500,000 diamonds in the connected economy and usher in the next generation of world changers. That is not a job that you alone as a person can do. You can't do that job. You have to do it by duplication. You have to do it by reproducing yourself, reproducing your best self. The vision is very clear. The vision is not the president's vision. It's a vision that will outlive him. So if he did not make sure that plans, systems are put in place for the vision to continue, it is not a vision. Next is for so as to have financial freedom. Financial freedom. I said it one time. Having worked in the bank for 17 years, I never heard anything as financial freedom. I never believed in it. What's off that a commoner will grow and become financially free? It was not a popular term that was used every day. But here, people are achieving financial freedom every day. So you can have financial freedom so as not to keep starting all over again. When you have leaders, like I explained, just have with the 444 system, just have 4 legs and have 10 leaders on each leg. You are financially free. It starts with you having one from each. 2, 3, that's your goal. To build at least 10 cell leaders on each leg and take it higher. So as not to keep starting all over again. When you have built leaders on a leg, that leg becomes independent. That leg does not need you again. Just imagine, Architect Moses, Ambassador Architect Moses, is one of Dr. Mba's leaders. Dr. Mba does not need to do anything on that leg again. Somebody got up, woke up, took responsibility, and became a leader. And today we have the Achievers team. You have somebody like Dr. Tony Akabuno. You have Imelda. You know the names of everybody you see in the business that is an inspiration to you. These are people that there is no way Dr. Mba will go and start over and recruit somebody in Achievers team. It's not possible. It's not. There's no need. Next, how do I build leaders? How do I build them? Number one, first of all, you need to count the cost. Count the cost. What's the cost? What's the cost? Temporary loss of self-esteem from ignorant people. Rejection from family, friends, and strangers. Rejection from friends, family, and strangers. You need to be ready. You need to be ready. I love the story Akmo told us. He said they used to call him uncle, uncle, uncle. The next thing, they started saying, don't go to that thing Moses is showing you people. It's networking. Today, the story has changed. Temporary loss of self-esteem from ignorant people. I will never forget. I recommended somebody to this business when I saw it. He attended, the 3 of them, they are deacons in my church. I recommended them. The 3 of them attended the same day. They sat down, and as the business presentation was going on, I was still in the bank. 2 of them got up and beckoned on the last guy and said, let's go. And the guy came out. He said, Deacon Ken recommended you to a business. and people sat down and you are leaving. He said their reply was, why would the King Ken be recommending us to this kind of team? He said, well, I'm going inside. The two of them left. He sat down after everything, he registered, and he told me when he came for his IPO. Now, listen to what happened. A year after, because of the COVID saga, this particular guy had some financial challenges and he came to meet me and said he needed 20K. That time, I'd already resigned. I had 20K. Of course, I could spare. I told him, I said, bros, I know they give you. I said, you know why? It's from that business. You said you didn't like. He said he never reached like that. I said he has passed like that. I said, I'm not angry, but just to let you know that, okay, that this thing is something you're supposed to do. Okay, so you must understand temporal loss of social esteem from ignorant people. Social esteem. You must suffer it. Be ready. If you want to be a leader, this must happen to you. Okay? You must be ready. Rejection from family, friends, strangers. You know this, you must be ready. Then you must work without getting paid so that in the future you can get paid without working. So those of you who today you are booking. Nobody is coming. And in the process, you are learning. It looks as though nothing is happening. There's going to be a time as you will be earning, and be generating results like you have never done before. One of my teammates last month made about 400 and something thousand. She's about almost 2 years in the business. And in the whole 2 years in the business, she has not made more than 200,000 naira. In the whole 1 year, about 7 months. And she came to meet me. I said, look at it. That's what I told you. It's possible. He said, oh, through the business, look at what I made this month of March. ×2 of what I've made cumulatively. I said, yes, that's the business you are in. So work without getting paid so that in the future, you can get paid without working. What you now be doing, you will be providing leadership to your team. Okay? Betrayal from teammates. You will suffer betrayals. They will betray you. In fact, the ones that are closest to you in your own thoughts, that this guy is my guy, they will be the one to betray you. Okay? Blood, sweat, and tears, times of discouragement, depressions, and sadness will be experienced. Some of you are already experiencing this. If you're already experiencing what I'm showing you right now, type 1 on the comment section. You must experience times like this. Discouraging times. Time you feel depressed. The only persons that will not experience things like this are people that are not in the grind. People that are not doing the business. They will not, if one way you will not experience things like this is for you not to do the business. But if you are on the grind, you're doing the business, I promise you, you will experience things like this. You must experience things like this. I promise you. You can see a lot of ones in the comment section. Moving on. Next is to make a decision. Make a decision. You must make a decision to pay the price and not run away. You must make a decision to pay the price and pay it in full and not run away. Some people just have this quitting syndrome in their blood. When something, I heard Dr. Mba say one time that one of the things he wants to do now, as a matter of fact, he will not do anything that seems too easy. That he found out as a secret that the boss, the fortunes are in the things that are hard. Don't look for things that are hard. Don't. Make a decision not to run, not to quit. Make a decision to pay the price. If you think network marketing is hard, go and sell ice cream. Go and sell ice cream. Those of you that drive, when you drive past a hold up, You see people running with one thing or the other, trying to sell to you in the hold up, and some of them in the process want to become Usain Bolt, and yet they are not recognized in the scorching sun. Next, make a decision to be full-time. Make a decision to be full-time. One of the things that helped me in the business, why I did not quit, was that I saw the business opportunity. It looks like what makes sense to me. I asked questions. I saw that people are doing it. I did not suspect. Mind you, I did not know anybody in the business apart from who recommended me. And guess what? Guess what? 4 months after, I resigned from the bank. Let me tell you the truth. I might not have been where I want to be, but this business pays my bills from 2019 to date. I don't have any other business, side business that I do that distracts me. Those of you doing the business, you are still selling ice cream, akara. Some of you are closing yourself down that you can be doing one thing by the side and still be doing the business. See, financial freedom is not your portion. Decide to be a full-timer and not the one fooling time. The difference will be clear if you make up your mind to do this and understand what you are coming in. Next, you must make a decision not to go anywhere until you succeed. We're running the 90 days game plan, 90 days challenge. The fact that some people are on top is a proof that it's possible. Somebody got 20 code in 21 days. That means every day is having about one code. It's possible. It's still possible to run an event today and you will have 20 direct. It's possible. Make a decision to buy into the vision and be devoted. Make a decision that if your leaders can depend on anyone, they can't depend on you. Make a decision to be that one that if nobody is responding, you will be there. Make this decision. Make it as we are talking right now. Make a decision to go and fire your boss. Let me say it clearly. I don't know what the standard might be, but for me, if you are working anywhere and what they are paying you is not more than 100,000, today, don't go to work again. Just call them that you're not coming. Don't go again. Just tell them I'm not coming. No need. And I know there are some of you are working, they are paying you 50,000, and you are still doing the business part-time, and you are telling us that I went to work and busy. According to my friends, say, who do you? Who do you? Make a decision. The third thing, go find your eagles. Go find your eagles. Be willing to massively recruit people. You need to recruit people. You need to recruit. I'll show you a statistics right now so you'll understand why some people are still in business. They have a business that is growing, while some others, their business is dried up. Be willing to massively recruit people. The 90 days challenge is an opportunity to do this and achieve this. Be willing. Next, keep track of all your recruits. You see, if you are not a leader, you will recruit and you will scatter them. I'll ask you how many persons have you recruited. You say, you should know. You should know, right? Like you should know. You should know them. I have a total of 91 direct in this business. 91. I know. I have their records. Keep track of all your recruits. See, engage them. Just find a way. Still tell them you are their guy. Send them messages. Create a platform. Tweet them. Say, hi, how you doing? It's been a while. How's your family? Don't talk about business. Keep the conversation going. Next, be willing to embrace rejection. I've said this before. Be willing to sow your seeds so that you can harvest at the time when the time is right. Be willing to sow your seeds. The Bible says, "Why the earth remaineth, seed time and harvest shall not cease." Some people say harvest time. You don't read your Bible very well. There is no harvest time. The only time is time to sow. It says seed time and harvest. It's not a mistake. Seed time and harvest. Be willing to sow so that you can harvest at the right time. You need to do this. Find your eagles. And the only way you can find your eagles is to constantly recruit. Somebody said, you are complaining about attrition. The reason is like, no, the reason you are complaining about attrition is because your recruitment activities is poor and low. Everybody in network marketing suffer attrition. But the only difference between you that is crying is because you are not recruiting. That's the difference. That's the difference. Now look at this. Look at the statistics. In 8 years, somebody said, I estimated that I personally showed my business to just over 1,000 people. From this 1,000, I personally sponsored 280. That's 280 persons signed up into the business, meaning at least 720 persons said no. So of the whole 280 people that said yes, 237 quit the business. So leaving a total of 43 active persons over 8 years. Look at this. Pay attention. So of these 43, 6 leaders emerged. Now, there were other smaller persons who are still trying to come up. They have 2 persons, 3 persons. But here's the breakdown. Here's the breakdown. The code counts, the sign-ups and the codes generated from these 6 that became leaders. 1 out of the 6 led to 6,000 persons in the team. The next, 20,000. The next, 23,000. The next, 52,000. Next, 300,000. And the last leader generated 750,000, leading to over 1.1 million codes in the team. You see why you have to become a leader and build leaders. You see why? And it's a game of numbers. Why you need to keep recruiting. Go and check the left and the right of your DTC. How many do you have? Is it up to 200? Is it up to 100? It's a function of leadership. It's a function of leadership. Moving on. Building leaders that last. Proverbs 13:24 says, those who spare the rod of discipline hate their children, but those who love their children care enough to discipline them. Some are building leaders that will not stand the test of time because you don't want to bring out the rod. See, let me tell you, people are hard to manage. They are hard to manage. You must understand, if you are going through challenges in your team right now, people are not responding to you. It's a function of 2 things. What you don't know, 1. What you don't know, 1. And also, secondly, what you will become. If what you will become is important to you, you will know all you need to know to lead them. Some are building leaders that will rise to fight them. Have you seen children, biological children, fighting their parents? You've seen they are fighting their parents. They are having one-on-one fight with their parents. It's an error. It's a mistake. Don't build leaders that will fight you. Some are building leaders that can't lead anybody. Agree. Some people in this business, they cannot set up they cannot set up a presentation. Say, go and set up. They say, I know where is they are looking for somebody else to do it. They can't lead anybody. They can't lead one person. Hebrews 12:6 says, for he disciplines the one whom he loves. He punishes every son whom he accepts. If you will be ready to lead, know this. People will fight your resolve. But using the systems, that's why I like the industrial economy. Doesn't matter who the boss is. The guy will just come, whether he's 12 years old and is leading 100 years old people. He uses the system to check the excesses of the people. Don't get into any fight with anybody. Use the system. There are disciplinary measures for anybody in the business that errs. Building leaders that last. So where leaders are building, some are building on shaky foundation, some are building on sand, some are building in baskets, some are building but playing, some are sleeping on water beds, some are sleeping on top motorcycle, on a moving bike, according to Dr. Mba. Are you building on a shaky foundation? Are you building on sand? There is this parable in the Bible, the parable of the sower. Are you building on thorns? They will be choked. Their foundation will not be deep. Are you playing? Dr. Mba said that they carry a searchlight and follow you every day as you are going. At the end of the day, they come and play it with you. You'll be ashamed of yourself. Some are sleeping on water beds. Some are building on speed motorbike. Now, as we round up, some are building on rock. Are you building on rock? Some are building on solid rock. There is rock, there is solid rock. Some are building bungalows, while some are building skyscrapers, duplexes. Some are building high-rising buildings. High-rises. What are you building? What are you building? What you do every single day is going to tell you what kind of building you are erecting. What you do every single day is going to determine the kind of building you are erecting. And those of you who are doing the activities, you're doing the activities, it looks as though nothing is happening. I like to refer you to one video Dr. Victor did. He said he was the last mastermind to take off. 6 months, he said he was taking people, and nothing happened. And he said if his ground could break, your own can break. What are you building? What are you building? What are you building? And how long what you're building will last? How long will it last? Will it last for 6 months? Will it last for a day? Will it last for a year? Will it last forever? What are you building? What are you building? Now, 5 pillars for building lasting leaders. Number 1, pillar of integrity. Number 2, pillar of discipline. Pillar of raising connectors. Pillar of raising kingsmen. Pillar of duplication by cell meeting. Let's look at this. Let's look at this. Now, the foundation of every venture is very critical to how strong that venture will be. Foundation. So, to sow seeds of dishonesty is to have a faulty foundation. To sow seed of dishonesty is to have a faulty foundation. There's something we call integrity test in the bank. It is conducted periodically. So if you worked in the bank, especially in operations, and you survived 10 years, you deserve an award because integrity test has been run on you severally and you passed. If you fail integrity test, immediately you are getting a sack. There's no consideration. There's no consideration. So, to poach someone is to be building on sand. It will collapse. Poaching, you are stealing codes. Dishonesty. You cannot be a leader and lack integrity. To eat part payments, or you poach people to be pouring wine into a basket. It means you are pouring wine into a basket. You poaching, you are eating your downline's money. People are eating 15 accounts. In fact, I think that is no longer that. I think that disease has gone. I've not heard it in a long time. Those people, they've gone, they've quit. Somebody will register, somebody will sign up. You will eat the person's money. If somebody ate your money, will you be in the business? That's the question. Somebody signed up. You ate the money. God. You can't be a leader. No, you can't. Pillar of discipline. Without order, without discipline, you are not building, you are playing. That's why if you don't set a culture in your team, indisciplined people will come and set their culture for you. People who like to come to the office when they like, who like to do whatever they like. You have to, that's why you have to bring out the rod of correction as the leader of that team. If not, it will be clear in your eye. It happened to me at the early stage of my business. My team was crumbled by some unscrupulous elements that because I was not a leader. They were running things for me. I didn't know. I didn't care. I just felt it's a family business, like church, but just running it. Even church now have structures. Without order, there can't be no structure. You must regiment your business. You must regiment your business. That's where the president said, industrializing the connected economy. There must be regimentation. Everything will not go. You must be disciplined and build a disciplined team. Don't make it compulsory, but never lower your standards. Don't make it compulsory, but never lower your standards. Don't make it see, that's why we run the Active Partners program, where they go through onboarding. After the onboarding session, if you see that is not what you can do, step down, no problem. And there's regular check. Some people who you say they are active partner, as they are no longer active, they are being evicted. Don't lower your standard, okay? Pillar of raising connectors. Now, connectors with 36 codes, you are a connector. In Star Nation, we are star connectors. Becoming a connector is everything. Every month, you should raise connectors. Raise senior connectors, raise soaring connectors, raise elite connectors, and so on and so forth. You must raise connectors. Okay? Pillars of raising kingsmen, you must raise kingsmen. A kingsman is a rank in the British Army, equivalent to pirates. A kingsman is a recruiter, a soldier into the connected economy. A kingsman is someone with basic knowledge who has signed up to become a leader. A kingsman is someone with basic knowledge who has signed up to become a leader. A kingsman is a leader. The number of leaders in your team is directly proportional to the number of kingsmen you have. So that's where it starts. Active partnership, kingsmen, emerging cell leader, emerging G leader, and so on and so forth. You must know this. This is one of the ways you build leaders. This is what you will become. Then you build people to become this and grow from there. Okay? So, pillar of duplication by cell meeting. If you are joking with cell meeting, you are not playing. Okay? You are scattering. You are not playing, you are scattering. You are throwing bomb. Those of you in this meeting today, you are here, so you are not the ones I'm talking to. But if you're here, you are joking. You come once in a while. Today, tomorrow, you will not attend. You are playing. Okay? You are actually playing. Cell meeting is where the nutrient is passed to the whole team. Avoiding cell meeting is like you are starving your body cells. Imagine you decide that you will not eat. That is what it is. See, let me tell you something. We have the spiritual body. Okay? We have your spirit. Man is a tripartite being. It's a spirit. He has a soul. He lives in a body. It's a spirit. He has a soul. He lives in a body. The body eats food. The spirit does not eat food. In the business, your body is your house. The food it will eat is the personal development through cell meetings, through trainings, through mentorship. If you starve it, you will not grow in the business. Anybody that stops attending cell meeting dies off from the business. That's where you will notice that they first of all, they stay away. From there, you notice gradually they don't attend meeting anymore, and from there they quit. Okay? Pillar of duplication by cell meeting. No, number now with 28 teammates, 25 teammates. Okay, you can start anchoring your cell meeting. These are all subject to approval by as an anchor. Let's say you have a hub that is approved. With 25 teammates, you can be anchoring your cell meeting. Okay, all Mondays, we do our general, like today, Super Monday cell meeting, anchored by the G8 leader. Okay, from Tuesday to Thursday, hub anchors. Okay, we either be a kingsman, an emerging cell leader, a cell leader, or as approved by the G8 leader. Then, of course, Fridays, we used to have a Power Friday service, but now that we're running the 90 days challenge, we're having our meetings generally. Some persons are still functioning as approved by their leaders. But any case, find yourself plugged into the cell system. That's how you duplicate. That's how you raise leaders. That's where you grow from. That's where you grow from. Okay? That's where you grow from. Now, I'd like you to know network marketing has created more millionaires than any industry in the world. Know this today. Know this today. And I'm very proud to be a network marketer. Are you proud to be a network marketer? Are you proud to be a network marketer? I say it with my full chest that I'm a proud network marketer. I'm a proud network marketer. Don't need to say I'm a this. No, I say it. What do you do? I'm a network marketer. I want to thank our boss this morning for the opportunity to anchor this session today. Thank you, sir. And I want to thank you all for listening. I believe you have learned one or two things. God bless you and have an amazing day. This is the book I recommended for you today, How to Build Network Marketing Leaders, Volume 1 and 2 by Victor R. Schroeter. You can take this book, go get this book, and make sure you go through it. It will help you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. God bless you. Thank you, Sophie. I'm done. Thank you. Sophie, are you there? I'm done.